I'm sorry, I forgot you can't even hear me. Hello. Just pretend that didn't happen. There we go. Okay. Good thing I was spectating that because I was about to ramble on. Anyways, hi. It's me. I'm back. Technically, we were supposed to be back a little bit sooner, but my health kind of got in the way, and some other things kind of got in the way, which is Black Ops 6 Zombies got in the way. I've actually been playing a lot of that and just nonstop. And I've gotten really good at it, and I've truly been enjoying it. It's been really fun. But that is not the purpose of this video. Maybe later, if things will work. All right, now I can't hear any audio from my stream or my system, and I don't know why. I can't figure it out. Also, my computer's failing. It won't allow me to get into the troubleshooter, so I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of weird stuff. Missing shortcut. What do you mean missing shortcut? Do I want to delete it? No. This weird stuff is happening. Don't mind it. It's fine. Also, I might change the lighting. Everything's off the rails today. This video happened very suddenly. As you guys know, I didn't put out any notifications on Discord or anything like that. This is just kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing, just because it's been important. I needed to give you guys an update, and that's what I'm here to do. So, give it a sec. How's that? Is that better? I didn't have the chance to turn off the background lights, so hopefully that's better. Anyways, so yeah, this is an update video, and basically we're going to just be talking about the future of things, the future of our channel, like our YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, and everything. Because I made it very clear that we were going to be switching over to streaming as one of the more major things I want to be doing. And definitely there's changes with the YouTube channel, so I want to kind of just put into place what all's supposed to happen with that. Another thing I do also have to tell you is also some projects that got delayed. I was working on some big stuff, as you guys may have seen on the channel. There's been some crazy lore that has been coming out on the Discord. There's been videos with secret text. There's been characters that are being brought into the frame, and there's lore behind the name Narmonix and stuff like that. It's just because I wanted to make it something special. The name really doesn't mean much. Like, there isn't much meaning behind the new name that I've given myself. It's more just, it's never been taken on any platform, and it still does sound kind of cool. So yeah, I like that it can also be you can go by Onyx. What is with the ad system? My gosh. It just did an ad, and now it's telling me that it's going to do another one in like a minute. No, stop it. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so basically, I just created a random name that just kind of worked with everything. And although I can go short by Onyx, which is a nice kind of nickname for the name that I chose, Narmonix is the new name, and it's growing on me. I'm getting more and more used to it. I feel like when I first started originally, Notlad didn't sit with me, and it still doesn't roll off the tongue in the proper way I'd like. It's not a cool sounding name either. So and it's also another one that's really hard to make a nickname out of. Like, you really can't. So anyways, I wanted to find something that sounded cool, but wasn't taken by any platform, and almost every name has been taken out there on social media, on YouTube, on Twitch. Almost every name has been taken. So Narmonix was actually one that no one has ever come up with. So it worked. It just kind of worked out. So I wanted to make something fun for it, so I created some lore and stuff that goes behind it. And there was supposed to be a video that was supposed to come out before Black Ops 6, or just after the release of Black Ops 6 and our streams that we did, but I was kind of caught off guard when it came out, and then my health also went downhill recently. So I had this big project file that I've been working nonstop on. However, it never made it out to you guys in time, and it is still in the making. In fact, I worked on it today, and I got a little bit more done with it, but it's not going to be finished in time. So it's going to be delayed. That'll be coming out in the YouTube channel. I don't believe it'll be coming out on Twitch or anything. I know I can technically upload stuff to Twitch, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So yeah. So that's one thing that I was trying to work on. I also am trying to work with some other channels. The Wondercast channel is actually starting to take off, and also my Twitch archive channel, which strangely enough, is taking off. That was a surprise to me. I do not have a link for you guys to that at the moment, but there are episodes of my previous streams that I've done in the past that are going up on there. I fell behind on that too because I need to be scheduling them. I've been trying to put them in order of how I released them, like the order of release that I created them. However, I can't remember, and there's not enough stuff signifying specific order in those videos. So unfortunately, I have to study it and just figure out which ones come next. So I've kind of fallen a little bit behind on that channel too. It's just there's a lot of stuff for me to keep up with, and it's been troublesome. I've not been able to do a really good job with that, but we're getting there. Another thing I want to mention, as you guys may see here on the channel, especially for new people that view these streams that I'm doing or view them after they've been live. As you see on my channel here, it says Nexus is the name that I was going by. That was originally what I was going for, but the name Nexus was taken by everyone, and I didn't realize that either. And the whole reason of me changing the name Notlad is because I wanted to find something more unique. Too many people have taken that name, and it made it impossible for people to find me on YouTube and stuff. So it needed to be changed, and Narmonix is now the new change, and I think it'll work out for the best. We'll just have to see. But for now, pretty much everything should be in order. I think I've got basically everything switched over. One thing that went wrong was Xbox. I unfortunately have 2 accounts with Xbox, and there's nothing I can do to delete the other one. Apparently, once you've created like 2 Microsoft accounts, it instantly has an Xbox account attached to it. And I was logged into the right account. And this is something that people have complained about in the past and had a mistake with it. But basically, I had the right account loaded up. I went into their rename program to rename it from Notlad to to Narmonix. I went in there and it showed me everything was right. It showed me the right account and everything. But as soon as I went into the confirmation process, it switched. It switched to the other account. So my other account got the official name Narmonix, and now my actual account then needed to be Narmonix, but I couldn't give it the actual first Narmonix. I had to give it a Narmonix number 0431 or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but so it wasn't even the legitimate it wasn't the legitimate account, and I could just go to the other account and start using that for all my Xbox stuff, but I've made a lot of progress in my other account, and now with Black Ops 6 I've made a lot of progress in that on the other account, and I guess I can switch it over eventually. It costs money to switch it over, and I just don't have money that's laying around just to be spending on this stuff. So in order to switch them all on both accounts, so I'd have to pay both accounts to switch them. It's just not worth it, man. I just not right now. I just don't want to deal with it, and so many things are like that. Also, BattleNet, I messed up, and I also put my name as Nexus in there, and I was like, are you sure you want to confirm this? You only get 1 free chance of doing this. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to change. Nexus is the one I'm going for. I didn't know I was going to change, so now I'm stuck with that name for a while, and eventually, once again, I can pay to have that one switched over, but once again, you gotta pay for it. That sucks. I hate that so much. Here on Twitch, I just have to wait so long. After so much time passed, and I think it's like 2 months. Once 2 more months pass, then I should be able to change the name on here. So here's to hoping. So eventually, the name will be changed to Narmonix, but for now, it is what it is. So, but yeah. So mostly, how things are gonna go though, and that's the main thing I want to talk about. I I am not thinking I'm going to be going by a schedule here on Twitch. I'm not going to have a schedule posted for you guys that's going to say exactly when I stream. I'm not going to go on a particular day and stream for you guys. As much as I'd like the consistency, my health does not allow for that because my health is unpredictable. My condition, it just, I never know what days I'm going to be able to move or function, and other days where I'm going to be paralyzed and I can't do anything. So that's just what I live with now. So being it's so unpredictable, I can't have a fixed schedule. I can't be showing up the same day every day at the same time. It's just not gonna work. And also, there was a schedule change as well that I gotta tell you guys about. I'm on a new schedule. I don't have the same schedule I did, and so my streams may not be in the nighttime as they used to be. It might just be very random when I stream. I don't know. I like the idea of just being able to jump on and stream when I feel comfortable with it, kind of like I did today. I know it doesn't give everybody very much notice, and also if the time is always changing, since people work and stuff like that, it's going to become a little harder for people to show up. I get all that. Trust me, I do. And if I could have more of a schedule and stick with it, I definitely would. Um, but unfortunately, that's just not much of a possibility for me. So our streams will be random. If I can keep it somewhat constant, I'll try my best. But I can't make any promises in that for now. Um, in terms of the YouTube channel, before I was posting continuously with that, but that's now something that I can't keep up with either. I was very passionate about YouTube, and I still am. I'm incredibly passionate about it still to this day, but it's too much work that for like posting every day for and doing as much editing as I do. It's way too much work, and it was something I truly loved, and I loved what I created in the end. But it's just with all that work that goes into every episode, it takes too much time. I mean, just a single episode that's maybe like an hour would take me maybe 4 to 5 hours to finish, and that takes almost like half of your day. And that's not okay, just it's not okay. So I love YouTube, and it's still a passion of mine, and it's still something I'm going to work on. Still going to create videos for it, I hope, and still going to make that a thing. However, it's not going to be as consistent as it once was. It's going to be, once again, whenever I can do it, that's when an episode's going to go up. I think that's kind of more what I'm going towards, I guess. So yeah, some changes. I don't know if all of them are good. I know consistency is said to really bring people in, but I was consistent for like 3 years. Before that, I mean, my channel's much older than that, but I really devoted my time into it for 3 to 4 years or so. That's when I really got serious about it, and I really did just keep up with it nonstop. But now I don't think I'm gonna keep doing that. I don't know if we're gonna do a new outro trailer. Every year I've done one. I don't know if I'm going to. I am thinking about it. If I do decide to just create videos, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I expect of the channel now. Like before, I did all the editing, I created high quality videos, but now I've been considering, like, what if I just took my stream footage and edited that as much as I can, which there's only so much editing you can actually do to like a stream. I was considering that could be something, but also from your streams, your quality of your videos goes down a little bit. Before, I've done my videos in like a 4K quality and stuff, and I could do cool animations with my camera, and that's a huge part of my videos, to show like exaggeration and expression and stuff. So losing that, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I want that to happen. It's hard to say. I don't know what I want of that channel yet. It's still something I'm not fully decided on. Part of me was thinking like I devote all my time just to Twitch and really getting serious about just live streaming, because that then could build an audience, unlike my YouTube channel where it's not really pulling people in, and not many people are just going around YouTube looking for random people they don't know. That's not usually the case. So reaching out in YouTube has not been an easy thing. I also wanted to get really serious about like social media promotion and stuff. But that once again takes a lot of work. I already got a lot of my stuff on my plate to deal with, so it's just hasn't really been much of an option. So I don't know what I want to do. I honestly don't. I am still trying to figure it out. But yeah, the one thing I do know is that I just don't want to give up streaming or YouTube. I don't want to give up either of those because, as I said, I'm extremely passionate about both. Maybe YouTube a little bit more than Twitch, just because that's the one I started with, and that's where all everything I've created is lied, and I really like that personally. So yeah, it's hard to say what will become of everything. But I wanted to at least let you guys know of these updates, let you know kind of what's in the works, what I'm thinking about, what I'm planning, and whether it'll come to be. Well, that's a whole different story. So I don't know. It's all up in the air. We'll see what happens. But I'm glad you guys are here along for the ride, and glad you guys get to see firsthand what it is I end up coming up with. As I said, we have like a special video coming out that got delayed, but it is coming out on the YouTube channel, and you actually get to see me doing some acting. It's not the best acting I've ever done in my life. It's more just like it's acceptable for YouTube. What is acceptable for that? It's just it's good enough. It was good enough, but it really dives into some lore, and there's some cool effects, and even some filming I did of the entity, as it's going to be called. That's just another lore character coming into the Narmonix universe. So yeah, I really went all out on this. I went all out on like the planning, the lore, the story, everything. I dived in deep. So anyways, it's exciting. It's very exciting. So I'm excited for you guys to see it. It's just gonna take a little time, but it'll get there in the end. Anyways, um that's pretty much all the updates there. I'm trying to think what else. I could update you on some stuff that's coming up. I want to play a lot of games. Whoops, sorry. Um I really do want to do a lot of games live for you guys. Black Ops 6 is a big one right now, just because it's a thing right now. There's also going to be a DLC that comes out in December, I heard, like a December 11th, which you can be sure we're going to try to be playing that live as soon as it comes out, because I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm excited. I so far have loved Terminus. Have not liked Liberty Falls, but I've loved Terminus. Terminus is really cool, and it's just left the door open for me in the case that like Black Ops 6 still has potential. Like there's potential they can actually make something great, because they did with Terminus, in my personal opinion. There are small things that I think get a little annoying, like the amount of manglers that come into the environment. Like it's just too much, man. One too many, you know. You get up there in rounds, like round 40, you got like, I don't know, 20 manglers at a time. It's way too many. And I get it increases the difficulty, but it's like in like old zombies, in old zombie games, when you play it, you would get like only one big boss zombie of sorts, not like full boss, but just like mini boss, just like a full mini boss. So many rounds he would show up to just create some difficulty ever so often, but it wasn't every round, you know. And so I feel like they've really changed that. And I don't know if I like it. So yeah, so mangoes are a bit much. Amalgams is more of what I'm talking about. Like they don't show up as often, and that's a little more controlled. But I guess because like manglers are a little less strong, they throw them in a lot often. But they're also tough still. It's like when you get a bunch of those hefty guys and they're all shooting at you, they can rip your health bar down. But still, it is part of the challenge. I get it, and I do like the challenge of it, and I've really been getting into it. And I have a lot of stuff I want to show you guys, a lot of stuff. So we very might. All right, that sentence came out wrong. We will be, well, we might go into it today, in this stream right now. because my update is only going to last so long. There's only so much stuff I have to talk about. So, and I've just been wanting to play more of Black Ops 6. I've been grinding so far in my own friend group. I am leading the charge in like rank and prestige. I've been playing a lot of Black Ops 6, a lot. I'll have to see how many hours I have in game, but I'm pretty sure I can see it right now. Let me see. Last played an hour ago. Yes, I did. I launched it. Time played 125 hours so far. And it's only going to go up from there. So yeah, I've really been into it. I've really been getting into it hardcore, and just I'm getting a little bored with it, just being that I've played the maps so many times. But the cool thing is people are still discovering Easter eggs in the environments, still learning new things, and I'm still learning new things. I'm seeing on social media new stuff that people just end up discovering, and it's so cool. I love that. That's one thing I absolutely love about zombies, is that it brings the community together. It brings them all in game, trying to find all the Easter eggs, find all the secrets, discover new things, and share it with everybody else. I love that. I love the whole thing of searching for Easter eggs. Although my Easter egg search got a little brain numbing because stuff started going wrong after a little while. Um, it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to discover this stuff, and I've been honestly just enjoying learning about all of it. So if we go in, I'll show you everything I've learned. I will. And maybe we could do the Easter eggs. I don't see why not. Um I almost want to make that a separate video, but I was thinking more I would go in with randos and just try to make stuff happen, but we could do the Easter egg. I could speed it up too. We could try to get the fastest run of the Easter egg. Terminus, I could try to using the Wonder Gum, Wonder Bar, is that it? For the Wonder Weapon out of the box. There's a chance I'll get, it's like a 50-50 chance I'll get either the ray gun or I'll get the Wonder Weapon. But if you get the Wonder Weapon out of the box, that takes like half of the Easter egg steps right out. But I could do the whole thing of building the Beam Smasher and stuff for you guys. I could do that. But sorry, I got caught up on this. So basically, we're talking about games I'll be playing. So yeah, Black Ops 6 gonna be a big one for now, just for now, until things start to cool down with that. And it's gonna be hard to say when that's gonna happen. But once things start to cool down with Black Ops 6, I'm going to then transition to some other stuff that some games that have been demanded to play. Some games that have been requested by you guys here on Twitch that you guys wanted me to play in the future, and some games that I just want to play. And one of them that just keeps coming back to mind, even though I've played it many times, Alien Isolation. It lives in my brain, and I think it just goes to show my love for that game. I absolutely love just how it plays. Everything about it is just honestly cool. The stealth, everything. And it just lives in my brain. It keeps coming back, and just like living there for a little bit, being like, you remember this game? It was great. And so, yeah, Alien Isolation we will be doing on stream, live on stream again. And it's just such a fun game. I recorded it on YouTube and I made a series out of it. I've never done it live on stream, so that's kind of the reason I want to do it. Did Wistful Some add double D's to his name? Wistful Some double D, I got you, man. I hope he knows what that means. I hope it's sorry, off topic. I just noticed that. It's a good friend, zombie friend. It's fine. It's not important. Anyways, so yeah, that's one of the game we're gonna do. We're gonna do Last of Us. We're gonna go back to Subnautica and play it again, just because I love that game as well. And Below Zero, I also want to do just before the new release of Subnautica 2, which we will be playing that one live on stream. That'll happen as well. I also want to do Horizon Forbidden West. It's a game that I've had for quite a while, and I really want to do it live on stream. Spider-Man Miles Morales I wanted to do, but I feel like the hype's kind of died down on that game now. Spider-Man 2 came out and the hype has been for that, but it hasn't been released on PC, so I haven't gotten it yet. I do have a PS4. but I've not set it up yet. I got every console except for a Switch, but I have everything else. So maybe one day we'll get to it. But yeah, so there's that. God of War, God of War Ragnarok. Those both I will do. We're going to do Monster Hunter, the new Monster Hunter game that's come out. It goes by a different name, but we will be doing that. One friend has been requesting this nonstop, but we are going to do Dark Souls on the channel. I've never played it before, and I feel that would be a neat one. We will be doing. What's the other one? Another one that was widely requested was Little Nightmares. I have all the games. We will be doing that too. Batman Arkham Knight, or maybe all the Batman games. I'd like to dive into them. I've never actually gotten into them that much. I played, I think it's Batman Arkham Knight? I think Batman Arkham Knight. Anyways, that's the one with the cool Batmobile and the cool effects that they added for that game. They always used it to showcase the your PC's capabilities and stuff. But that game, I've played little bits and parts of it, but I've never played it thoroughly. So it would be fun to do that live on stream. So maybe that's a maybe on that one. Uh, we're going to be doing Five Nights at Freddy's games. There's a lot of them that I need to get to, and I do want to do those lives. We never finished Sister Location 2, and I've always wanted to get back into that also. A lot of new games, a lot of small games you guys have probably not have heard of. Some big like PC games that nobody else has access to but are really cool, like Nobody Wants to Die looks insanely cool. I'd give you guys a description about that, but it'd take too long. It's a really awesome looking game. If you want to know what I'm talking about, look it up. Watch the trailer. You're going to be glad you did, because that game looks insane. I believe it is available for both Xbox and PlayStation. So you have to check it out. Just see if it is. I'm pretty sure it's available for all you guys, so hopefully. But there's that. There's another big one that I've been waiting for its release. Subliminal is another one that hasn't been released yet, but I'm waiting for that. Candyland, spelled with a K, is also like a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of knockoff, but I've been waiting for that one's release. We're going to be doing some very interesting horror games, including some that are said to be the most terrifying of them all. Like, out of all horror games, there are certain ones that are rated the most terrifying, and one of those is Madison, which I hope to do that. Layers of Fear, I never actually got to play any of the Layers of Fear games, but I have all of them. It's like that with so many games. I have all these games, but I've never played them. Yeah. One that I don't think would really go very well on stream, unfortunately, Quantum Break. I absolutely loved that game. I've already played it. I've made episodes of it on my channel. However, I just liked it so much that it would be cool to do it again on stream and just have you guys see it. When I recorded it, the episodes of it, there were some that were kind of glitchy, so not all the episodes actually made it on my channel properly. But Death Stranding 2 is making its way in next year, and so I'm incredibly, insanely excited for that game, because Death Stranding is my favorite game in the whole wide world. I know that's a little under controversy for some people, just being that some people look at it as just a walking simulator, but even with that all in mind, I loved the game. I love the environments. It was beautiful. Like, the environments of that game are just so awesome. And I loved where the first game took place. I don't know if the other one's going to be taking place in the same, but I loved how the landscape looked much like Ireland. And there's something about Ireland's landscape that just haunts my mind, and I don't know what it is. So that's a big thing. I like Norman Reedus. I love that guy, and I love what he acts in and stuff, and he's a very good actor, and I've loved him in Death Stranding, and I'm so looking forward to seeing him in the next game. Also, Troy Baker, insanely talented man. That guy can just he can act in anything, man, and he's been in everything, which is so insanely cool. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him back in the game as well. And I'd like that you could drive vehicles. That the whole wackiness of it is actually very appealing. It kind of gives me like almost like a Doctor Who kind of thought process about it, where it's like Doctor Who is wacky in certain ways, and it takes like you have to watch it a second time to fully understand it sometimes. And that's kind of what Death Stranding is to me. It's a little wacky, a little out there, some strange concepts and stuff, but in the end, it just works, and I like it. I really like it. And a lot of the actors that played in the first game are coming back to the second, which is so cool. So, honestly, super thrilled. Another one which I absolutely love and I just want to play it again because I can is Dead Space. Um, in particular, I'm thinking the Dead Space remake because I do have that game and it just looks so beautiful. Um, However, we have not done Dead Space 3. Dead Space 2 is my number one favorite Dead Space game. I love what they did with the remake. It's very nice. Although they did change a few features about it, which I didn't think was necessary, but I still love the game. Dead Space, I've always loved Dead Space. And I've never done 3. I know 3 is said not to be the best, but I've still never played 3. And I would like to do that live. So, a lot of big games, and mostly big games is what I want to do. Limbo is another one I want to do, and also a lot of side scrolling games like that. There was another one that is alien related that came out not too long ago, and I want to do that. So we have so many, and I just looking forward to getting them out to you guys. It'll be great. So yeah. Anyways, just a lot of games coming your way. Those are the ones I can name off the top of my head, but there are more. There are far more, and it'll be good. I've been having a lot of trouble with my stream here. It still says we're unstable. Hmm. Um, I think that's because I went to a wireless connection. I'm gonna go back to a wired connection once more. I have it all set up for it, but I gotta run the wire through the wall, so I have it disconnected for that reason. But I might not get to it soon enough, so maybe I'll just plug in my system with a wired connection, and then maybe we'll start being stable again with this. I also just learned of a way that I can also get my secondary PC set up so I could stream from my secondary PC, and then have all the gaming stuff run on my main system. But since I did work with it, now I think I got it. I think I got it worked out pretty well. Um, I now have. What was I thinking? Oh, I now have my stream, and Streamlabs OBS. I have that running over my computer's processing, and then the game itself runs off of the graphics card the way it should. It wasn't set up that way before. Before, both the Streamlabs and my gaming and all that was running off of the graphics card, and putting too much strain on it. Depending on the game, my Streamlabs processes would take over and mess everything up with the game itself. So, yeah, so now all that seems to be fixed. We tested it out in one of our streams and everything seemed to be working. So hopefully that remains the case. So I don't know. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I had to tell you guys about. In terms of like my condition, just a small update on that. Um, we still don't fully know what it is. However, I started a new like supplement regimen of stuff that's supposed to help. It's too early to tell right now, but I've been on it for a while. Had a little bit of a reaction to it the first time, but now I think I'm doing better with it. So maybe that'll help, and I don't know yet. Um, what's the other thing? Also, they did do some more lab work on my blood and stuff like that, and they did say that, well, for one, my ANA is still positive. That still comes up. ANA is just like, um I want to say a protein in your body, and most everybody has ANA, and it's almost, I don't want to say like 50-50 amongst people, where like 50% have it, 50% don't have a positive ANA. Um, so like 50% have a positive ANA and others don't. However, it's almost like that, but the percentages would be different. Like maybe 30% have like a positive ANA or something like that, and 70% don't. Um, but usually, when people have a chronic condition, their ANA is positive. So I guess that just goes to confirm that there is something wrong with me. But it could be nothing too. They also said that my thyroid levels came back and they were low, which means that I have an overactive thyroid right now, which that was the thing we started with initially when I first got sick, and they looked into it, but there was nothing wrong with it. So it's just kind of weird it's starting now. So yeah, so that's just an update for you guys there. Just, we still haven't figured out what's going on exactly. We're still trying to figure it out, but hopefully we'll get some answers eventually. So yeah, trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you guys about. Still working on some stuff. Everything for my setup is still in progress. In fact, I got these two metal arms that connect to my monitors, so I'll be able to, like, I won't actually have to have my monitors sitting on the desk. They'll actually be suspended in air, which is going to be so cool. And I can position them any way I want, which is going to be insanely sick. So yeah, that's something new, and pretty cool. But yeah, everything right now is a mess. You guys can't see it, but I'm looking straight at my mess. It's just a ton of cords and wires. Trying to get everything set up properly. It's just been trial and error with stuff. So slowly figuring it out. Because I've been having some issues with audio and stuff, with my camera. Unfortunately, if I tried to record like video through my webcam, for like if I wanted to record my visuals separately to create like a YouTube video later, unfortunately my camera was having issues because the HDMI cord that plugs into it caused static to start happening in the audio, because I also record audio directly from my camera, and it's just yeah, it's a process. But there was some problems with it, and I put in a new one. This one doesn't have as much static or interference, but there's still a little bit, and I can't seem to get rid of it. I'm trying to find a new HDMI cable that supposedly has more resistance and more shielding in it to resist the like feedback and that kind of stuff, but so far I haven't had much luck. There's 8K HDMI cables that you can get, but I don't know if they're any better necessarily. Hey, our bitrate's good finally. Well, it's about time. All right. But yeah. Anyways, just working on trying to get a bunch of stuff together. My left-handed controller I'm building isn't finished yet. I got really far in the wiring, but I think I might have botched some stuff too. I accidentally cut into a spot on the circuit panel, which might have destroyed the whole thing. We'll have to see. I think I can recover it, but it's just a pain. It's just trying to get the joystick separated from the panel has been difficult. I don't know. You guys probably don't know what I'm talking about with that, but it's something I'm working with. I could just buy the part, I suppose. We'll see. Anyway, still figuring things out. But for now, we're getting there. Everything's coming together. Finally, I think I got things the way I kind of want it for our streaming. So we're pretty much ready for that. So that's a plus. We'll just see what happens in the days to come. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the updates I have for you guys. Basically, I think we can just maybe have some fun now. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to end this stream and start a new one, because I am having trouble with my audio, and I think I might have to reboot my system, because I can't get any sound through my headset, and if I were going to play a game, I need to be able to hear things. So I might just end this here. But we'll be right back, and we'll just rename the stream and everything, and we'll get into zombies. So I just really want to play. It's been so fun. So anyways, we'll get to it soon. So I will be back